What up, what up? What's going on, guys? Guys, gals, amigos, amigas. Tom, how's it going, buddy? How was the weekend? What's in here? Zebra, you in here? Someone just hanging out, saying hi? The writer's stream? The writer's water cooler? Yeah, do your thing. You want to hear them? For real? Here, let me see if I can work out how to get them up here. I'll show you guys. I'll show you. Let me see if I can get in here on this computer, because I do everything on my MacBook, so I have to see. Oh yeah, I can get in here. All right, let's see what I can show you. So for those in here who don't know, I am working on producing an audiobook. My one book, Where They Burn Books, They Also Burn People, has been doing well on TikTok. People have been asking about an audiobook, so my brother was like, let's do it. And so, okay, I say my brother, but he's also, we have the same, we're in business together, let's put it that way. I said, let's do it. Last week, I made my request. I asked for narrators, and I got 33 replies over the weekend. Way more than I thought I was expecting. I thought maybe I was gonna get 5, 10 maybe, 33 in like 2 days. So today I went through, listened to them all, and Tom knows about it because we're friends on Twitter, so we were talking about it earlier. But yeah, there's 33 auditions, or 36 messages, 20 something auditions. I can't keep track. There was just a lot. Let's put it that way. There was just a lot of auditions. Tom, let me know when you're back in here, and I'll play the one that I decided on. And I'll give you the other two favorites that I liked. But hopefully we can have the audiobook done by the summer. So I have another book. Let's see if how can I get that picture to show you guys? Okay, a lot of my problem comes in with, like, I don't mind using both computers, but media I have on one computer isn't necessarily on the other computer. So that's where I'm getting a little bit, I have to get it on. I'll get it over there. I'll show you the book cover for the book that's coming out in June. I just got this book cover back. Imagine if you had Stephen Fry. Oh, okay, hold on. I'll turn it off. Sorry, I was gonna try and play around with having the music on, so that way when I write, thank God you're here, Tom. I needed your feedback so I can do it. So I can do it live without having to go into the VOD. Because I'm used to writing with music, and so I was sitting here trying to figure out a way to have the music going as well. But we'll get there. Tom, who's Stephen Fry? How's my voice now? Better? Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll tweak. I'll play around with it then to have the music going in the background on another time, or maybe just when I write, I'll turn it back on. But anyways, who's Stephen Fry? Stephen. It was, oh, the music was loud. Oh shit. Okay, I got you. I thought I turned it down on the mixer, but that was my bad. Stephen Fry is a English actor, broadcaster, comedian, director, and writer. Hugh Laurie was part of a comic double act? I had no idea. Oh, he did Harry Potter. Right. Oh God, I can't imagine how expensive he is. All right, are you here? You want to listen to the the auditions? Okay, what do you want to hear first? Do you want to hear the one I chose first, or do you want to hear my three favorites? I narrowed it down to three. All right, let's see here. Here, so this is the one that I chose.
The Catholic Church was dying, and Friar Diego de Landa was stuck on a ship. He was a patient man, tempered over years of service in the Toledo monastery.
Can you hear that? All right.
In the center of Spain, and had had ample opportunity to demonstrate his superior waiting skills over the weeks-long journey to the Yucatan Peninsula. During a brief stop for provisions on a Caribbean island, after crossing the Atlantic Ocean, his comrades, there were 9 friars total, including him, wanted to explore the island, eager to begin their holy task of converting new members to inflate the ranks of their weakening religion. Friar Diego had stayed in his island lodgings, studying the Bible and preparing to meet the natives of the Yucatan, knowing the true enormity of their upcoming task and not allowing distractions to turn his gaze.
I especially like the way that he says Yucatan, and then he also says in the very beginning,
the Catholic Church was dying, and Friar Diego de Landa was stuck on a ship. He was
correct, dude. Tom, I noticed that too, but it was the accent and stuff, which is what really kind of put it over the edge.
a patient man, tempered over years of service in the Toledo monastery, in the center of Spain, and had had ample opportunity to demonstrate his superior waiting skills.
Like, you hear that when he says to demonstrate, it's a little bit like, it's not as crisp as I would like. It's like it's it's I don't know. I think I know what you're saying. I think we're on the same page about that, but it's the accent is what worked.
When else had fallen asleep, had been spent talking about the role they would play in the church's future. Friar Diego displayed a thin-lipped smile, and Friar Francisco returned the expression before walking over to his friend.
I'm just surprised how fast these people get the auditions in. So I made this last Wednesday. I put in the request for a narrator, and he got back to me within like a day of I read this. He loses words. What do you mean by that? Can you elaborate? Ooh, you know what we can do? Let me see if I can find. So this is his same.
Day 2, September 22, Tuesday afternoon. Teffinger just got Bertha back into traffic when his phone rang and the voice of the chief, Triple C, came through. We need to talk. 20 minutes later, in the chief's office, the man lit a cigarette next to the windows, took a long drag, blew the smoke outside and got right to the point. I never took you for a quitter. Teffinger tossed hair out of his face. What are you talking about?
So what I just played was a finished product. This was the final audiobook draft, or this is what published. So maybe it was just because of because it was a sample, or because it was an audition.
Held at a Chinese restaurant in Chandler, Arizona, was intended to introduce a doctor from the West Valley.
Oh, no, that's not him. Here's another one, I think.
Susan Caden. I heard her yelling from my desk. Detective Susan Caden? I want to talk to Detective Susan Caden. I rolled my eyes.
But, okay, so here are the other ones. You want to hear them. So here's...
The Catholic Church was dying, and Friar Diego de Landa was stuck on a ship. He was a patient man, tempered over years of service in the Toledo monastery in the center of Spain, and had had ample opportunity to demonstrate his superior waiting skills over the weeks-long journey to the Yucatan Peninsula. During a brief stop for provisions on a Caribbean island,
Of course you think he sounds better. You're listening to a countryman. No doubt about that.
roof of the library. Dealing with him was the last thing she wanted while the pages inside were burning.
I liked him a lot though. Like the way he says some of the things, he like especially the burning, it's like buh. I like that. Yeah, I know. Let's see this guy.
Catholic Church was dying, and Friar Diego de Landa was stuck on a ship. He was a patient man, tempered over years of service in the Toledo monastery in the center of Spain, and had had ample opportunity to demonstrate his superior waiting skills over the weeks-long journey to the Yucatan Peninsula.
What do you think of that one? That one's pretty good too, I think. But so these are my top 3. The only thing is like the one dude, the first guy, the one that I'm going, or like I haven't signed anything, right? I'm not contract, but the one I've reached out to about continuing, moving forward. He just has the pronunciation of the Spanish stuff down pat. I mean, I'm pretty sure he sounds like Spanish was his first language. Yeah, I'm hoping. Let me see if I can find some more. So yeah, this is pretty much what I'm about to play. Is his? It just got released 5 days ago. So this is like this is cutting edge of his what it's gonna sound like.
Day 2, September 22, Tuesday afternoon. Teffinger just got Bertha back into traffic when his phone rang and the voice of the chief, Triple C, came through. We need to talk. 20 minutes later, in the chief's office, the man lit a cigarette next to the windows, took a long drag, blew the smoke outside and got right to the point.
I'm hoping that after he like act, because it was just an audition, so it's just kind of the edges. So hopefully it cleans it up a little bit. But it does. I think. Do you think? I think that one sounds better than the audition.
I never took you for a quitter. Teffinger tossed hair out of his face. What are you talking about?
They're using a lot of names, to be honest with you. There's he's saying things like he's using proper names of different characters in the book. Well, shit.
Watching Alara from a distance and approached his beloved. He did his best to stand tall despite the closest thing Friar Diego had to a friend on the trip. They were both 25, both came from Spain Center, and both believed they were destined for greatness. Many nights during the trip across the ocean, well after everyone else had fallen asleep, had been spent talking about the role they would play in the church's future. Friar Diego
Well, so the other thing is, oh, what did I just do?
displayed a thin-lipped smile, and Friar Francisco.
The other thing is, there's a lot of very Spanish names. So, for example, there's one guy named Luis de Villapando, and there's one guy named Francisco de Landa, and then there's Friar Bienvenida, and then there's all the Mexican names. It's just, I think that is kind of the main reason why, because he just says the Spanish stuff the best, and that's the kind of what I'm going for too, because the book is the book is part of the Hispanic American heritage stories. I know. But this is the only audition I got that was like that. So that was from a Spanish person, or with like the Spanish accents correct. Yeah, there's not a single other Spanish person in the whole mix. Oh no, there was. Hold on, let me see if I can find. There was another guy. Here's one that tried to do a Spanish accent as well. Nachos to mention what mix? Little Mix? What are we talking about, Mix?
The Catholic Church was dying, and Friar Diego de Landa was stuck on a ship. He was a patient man, tempered over years of service in the Toledo Monastery in the center of Spain, and had had ample opportunity to.
You hear that? You hear when he says his S's? It's like Spain, the center of Spain. I can't not hear that. So that one was kind of like, all right, whatever.
Demonstrate his superior waiting skills.
Here, this guy's lived in Latin America since the 80s.
Excerpts from Where They Burn Books. The Catholic Church was dying, and Friar Diego de Landa was stuck on a ship. He was a patient man, tempered over.
And I remember I heard his because I was like, "Ooh, Spanish accent, right?" And I was but it kind of went. I don't like the way where he went up and down. So that was one thing where the guy that I ended up moving forward with, he said it the way I had it in my head. It wasn't the cadence was there, the intonation, and so I'm hoping that it turns out to be like it'll work out well. See if there's anyone else that said anything about Spanish accents or speaking Spanish, which is really funny because, not gonna lie, I grew up people with the Castellano accent always using it as a weird elitist factor over people of Central America. Oh, really? In what area, Nachos? And I can definitely see that. My brother's in Colombia right now, and they asked him if he learned Spanish in Mexico. Like it's a big thing. Tom, my brother, right? Because I have a mic, and I might be able to figure out like a super quiet spot. But man, it's a lot of work. It's a lot. I don't have any audio engineering experience. So even if I would even be willing to take. I'd be willing to take voice lessons and enunciation practice. I'd be willing to work with a tutor. Similar to like how you are with Giles. But the technical aspects of it is what's giving me pause. Like coming into and mastering it on the back end, and I don't know any of that software, and it's just that's something where I'd rather pay for than learn altogether. Trying to see if anyone else has a Spanish accent. No, those are the only other two with Spanish accents on them. But so we'll see. I have put in a contract with him. We'll see if he comes through with what he says on the return to kick back.
The Catholic Church was dying, and Friar Diego de Landa was stuck on a ship.
See, he says it like the big thing was he says that first sentence exactly how I would think of it. Like the Catholic Church was dying, and Friar Diego de Landa was stuck on a ship. I grew up in Cali. My parents are from Jalisco. I was told by a professor in a weird, I would say from my assumption, almost degrading tone, racially charged. I don't speak the real. Oh my gosh. That's like ridiculous, dude. It's like some British person telling you don't speak the Queen's English with their pinky finger up while they drink tea. Like, come on. Tom, do you ever have that where like different accents in England have different connotations or people think of it differently? But so Nachos, a little bit of background about what I'm playing right now, because you can't see anything but my face. I'm making an audiobook for my book, Where They Burn Books, They Also Burn People. And these are the auditions. So I put in a request for auditions last Wednesday or Thursday. And I got 33 auditions back. Way more than I expected. I thought it was going to be, I don't know, 5 or 10, but that was a lot. Passed this class with 98%, and the only reason I didn't get 100 is because he had something as, man, fuck that guy. Not Castilian Spanish or Castellano. Dude, nachos sound good right now. Fucking getting here, getting hungry over here. Just seeing our new buddy's name. Amen, dude. There's a spot near me called Gringos and Mariachis, and it has duck nachos that are bomb. And so they put the like duck meat and they put all the duck fat on it and shit. It's so good. Ooh, I just had asada fries, not this weekend, the previous weekend. That's another place near me called Taco Bamba. Man, they're so good. So we go over there, we crush those, and these asada fries have chorizo too. Oh yeah. Nachos, do you write? Are you a writer? Are you hanging out because you saw Latinx? Dude, asado chorizo, I'm telling you, we go there at least a couple times a month just to get those. I mean, the tacos are bomb too, but it's the fries. The fries are a staple. Oh yeah, and Tom, did you see the what's it called? Let me see if it's showing up on my computer yet. Where did I put it? Oh, I put it in the Twitch highlights. Oh, yeah, put it in the wrong folder. Cool co-working stream. Oh yeah, I'm about to get started on Reddit writing prompts in a bit here. So sorry if I'm just talking a bunch. We'll be co-working in a second. I'm just shooting the shit for a bit. Take a look at the book cover that I just got back this week. Like literally over the weekend. Yeah, I'm pulling it up now. So this is the book cover I just got back, and this book's coming out. It's supposed to come out June 1st. So I'm about to set the pre-order up and everything. So this is the first book in my Indigenous Magic series. So this is the Jesus Chan and the Return of Mayan Magic, and then the sequel is going to be based in Peru, and Jesus Chan goes down and helps bring back the Incan magic, and then I'll bring back the Aztec magic. So it's very much like a Marvel Shang-Chi type of thing, but for Spanish, Indigenous, Hispanic, Latino type of vibe. Oh, thanks, man. Oh man, you just nachos just right, man. Literally, I know you say you're not confident. You just gotta start. Just start hammering out words, getting down your sentences, your thoughts, your stories, whatever it is that you want to do, and then you can come here and we'll all read it and hang out together. About to go hop onto Reddit and see what writing prompts I can get into today. Oh man, someone's smoking a cigarette like right outside my window. I can smell that. That is that's spicy. Oh, thanks, man. I'm a big mug guy. But the thing is, I only use 2 mugs. I use 1 mug in the morning, and I use this mug in the afternoon. So this mug has loose leaf, the loose leaf guy, and then inside is that tea I like. Yeah, big mug fan. Let's see here. Any good writing prompts? A bunch of adventurers just marched in and killed the area boss in front of all his minions. The rest of the office stunned. Okay, that's interesting. I want to do articles more than books, though. I'm an analyst, so like part of my job is communicating my findings in the simplest way possible. Oh, okay. I can definitely see that. My friend does something similar. He puts together. Oh man, what are they called? I don't want to look like a dumbass in front of someone else who does this for a living. Pretty much, from what I understand, he kind of looks at the day's sales for Marriott, and then he puts them all together in a consolidated report for the higher ups. And so, what he did, he has that job, and then he also has a Medium account where he puts on a bunch of his articles, and he'll write about sports. He writes about fantasy football, fantasy hockey, I think too. Just whatever he comes to mind. But he has a Medium account where he puts all his articles. And so what I do is I do Reddit writing prompts. So on Reddit, there's a bunch of fiction writing prompts, but I'm sure there's something that you could do for nonfiction as well, for articles. Let's see. Any good writing prompts? You're a very confused person in a very silly world. Everyone is very, very happy. Everyone except for you, and silly little you can't fathom. Okay, someone didn't write that well. Yeah, man, it works. He's really doing well on Medium. He's getting some traffic over there. Oh, wow. You wake up alone in an open field, in a land you do not recognize. You know you went to sleep in your bed last night, so you have no idea how you got there. You see 3 items sat in front of you on the ground: a blood-soaked sword, a silver and gold crown, and a potion bottle full of red liquid. Interesting. Could work. That could work. You found yourself dying, but in a strange twist, the debugging tool has been enabled for you. The light at the end of the tunnel has a timer. I don't even get that. The debugging tool. I don't know enough about computers for that one. Tom, are you writing today? And Nachos, are you at work right now? Are you working on are you like work? Are you doing a side project? What's up with that? I'm actually having problems right now to find a system in Medium for writing. I want to use my iPad, but at the same time, I want to use pen and paper. I want to keep those notebooks for a long time too. Oh, that's interesting you say that. We were just talking last week about getting started and writing in notebooks. So when I first got started, I took like a blank notebook. I think it's like an army issue notebook. They're very common, especially around where I live. There's a lot of military operations and stuff. So, or like I'm in DC, and there's a lot of military people. But I took it. I started page 1, first line, and just kept writing every day. Kept my pen moving. Didn't just set a timer, 10 minutes, and kept my pen moving the whole time. Even if I didn't have anything to say, I would write, I don't have anything to say. And then by the end of it is when I finished that notebook is when I had my first story, and then I transitioned to writing on the computer. Just working on the short story. Gonna finish the editing of the novella tomorrow with Giles for the rest of the week. Oh, okay. Nice, dude. You're really coming along well with that. That's crucial. Taking a bit of a break, but it's been a long day. I'm starting my own firm. So like, oh my goodness, Nachos. Yeah, that's a lot to do. Starting your own firm. Yeah. Hey, man. I love come hang out. My buddy's starting he's a physical therapist and he's getting a second location. And so I'm sure there's a lot of differences between opening a second location and then starting your own firm, but just in terms of the whole kind of the building aspect of it, it's daunting, dude. A man has managed to create a time machine, and now he will undergo a mission where the future of humanity hangs on, to copy the entire Library of Alexandria and bring it to the present. I think I can do that one. Because it has to do with books. And you know I love books. As my most recent, or my best-selling, not my most recent, my best-selling book is about the Mayans burned books. Mm-hmm. All right, let's see here. All right, let's go into writing mode. I feel like I wasn't giving an option. I was recently at an internship and the job market is messed up and I can't get a job, so I have to step up, you know? I just can't stand here and shrivel up and be bitter that I'm not getting a chance. Dude, that's a good attitude. I like that you're just going out there and making shit happen. That's what's up. I feel like the pandemic unlocked a lot of shit for people. Like, it's just like, you just realize no one's coming. Like, I mean, I guess in a way, the government came to help a little bit, but even that was what, like $1,200? That ain't gonna do shit. So it's like, you gotta take it on yourself. I didn't realize the job market was messed up for in that industry. I mean, I know the market's messed up in general, so I definitely believe it, man. You're instead of waiting for getting a chance, you're creating your own chance. That's the key. That's what's up. Naturally immune. I actually used it to my benefit, adding a couple people who had it. Naturally immune to what, Zebra? And welcome. Another day. Hope you had a good weekend, man. I wish I had more resources and experience, like the industry isn't giving me other options. It's actually interesting you say that, Nachos. I graduated from the University of Maryland with a chemical engineering and physics degree, and I felt very similarly. Like the industry just wasn't really wasn't I didn't have any options. And then I became a food scientist for a little bit. I made ice cream professionally. That was interesting. And then I became a CrossFit coach. All right. Naturally immune to the Oh, that's what's up. Helped out a couple who had it and helped them get through it. That's nice of you, dude. Good thing you were around. Especially, it sounds like, I think from what it sounds like, you're always you're a little bit in a more rural area. So even having that you as a resource would have been great, Zebra. I always wanted to major in physics. Yeah, it was I had a minor in that, and it was chemical engineering was my major, and then physics was my minor. What did you major in, Nacho? Nacho Libre. Problem. The cure for cancer exists. Desire. A man. What's their name? I'm gonna say Stephen Grant. Wants to go back to the library. A different college, honestly, the best thing I probably did. Yeah, I mean, it sounds like you're at things moving along on their own, so. I assumed it was a law firm. Is that what, was I correct in that assumption? Nachos, I assume when you said I'm starting my own firm, but it could be any firm really, I guess, now that I think about it. Digital marketing firm. You know, what is your firm that you're trying to start? Last night was a bit tense. The storms that were across the border and went northwest. I mean, a couple of tornadoes. I didn't think there was in hail too. Really? I went ahead and got the horse trailer ready along with some supplies in case there's any need for volunteers. Things like that. Dude, that's good, Zebra. Hopefully you were able to get some sleep with those storms. Now I have a question. I don't want to phrase this. Could there be any scenario where it's easier to ride your horse to help other people instead of taking your truck? Oh yeah, too many resources to even go to college, dude. I feel that, man. I've been staring down the barrel of my student loans for the past 12 years, and I still have another 13 to go. Just seeing how much I've paid back. I think I've paid, okay, let's put it this way. I've paid back more than the principal at this point. Like, how fucked up is that, right? It's like, I'm a 33-year-old guy. I got, some things going on. I got writing. I got a dozen books out, hanging out with my friends on Twitch. And still I've paid back more to my student loans than I even borrowed in the first place. Like, I understand like, oh, if you have a debt, you should pay it back. I get that. But I have an issue when it becomes they're making money off of it. That's where it's just like, this should all have been just to the sustainable. Data solution sounds good though, Nacho. There's a lot of opportunity in there. Very much so. If there's a lot of damage and you can't get in, either ride in and get people or rope onto debris and drag it out of the way. We've done it before during sporadic canyon fires, etc. Canyon fires too? Zebra, I had no idea that there's many natural, I don't know, would it be a natural disaster? Kind of. This many weather incidents affected that area like that. I live in DC, and the most we get is, heavy rainstorms with the humidity and the mosquitoes and shit, but never like fires, no hail really, or things where we'd have to worry about dragging debris out of the way. I'll say it like this. I was the lead of my intern cohort and they all had degrees. I think college is needed for certain careers, but it's a scam for many. Yeah, I agree, Nachos. I agree. I do agree. Like, I think if I had gone the engineering route, I definitely would have needed my degree. But having not used it really at all, it's kind of like, oh, cool. I have a very expensive piece of paper. One very recently in the national park area, Big Bend region. Interesting. Zebra, are there a lot of other people around there with that use horses as such a consistent form of transportation? Big Bend region. Big Bend. Ooh, Zebra, you are down there. Goodness, buddy. I mean, I know we had talked about how you live close to the border, but that is right there. State took care of it, but us and a couple of other properties were ready just in case they needed to locate. Yeah, that's good, man. That's it's good that you're there, and plus you have the dogs too. So you have the horses and the dogs. You're kind of ready for whatever. A lot of ranches along the border. Oh yeah, I can see that. That area is known for that. Camper, if someone goes missing, the Park Service, Border Patrol, and other ranches will saddle up and go looking for them. I can look out my back door and see the Rio Grande. That's awesome. That's so interesting. I feel like such a city slicker compared to you, Zebra. Sitting over here looking outside and nothing but paved road for miles around. I learned so much out there, going out there, networking, creating projects, and working pro bono for nonprofits. By the time my friends graduated, I was already 2 years of applicable experience. I'd like to market the programs like 2 years of experience, but it's raw skills without the ability to apply them in a real world scenario. Dude, 100%, man. Like, especially because you get out of college and it's almost like you have no, even if they say it's 2 years experience, it's almost like you might as well have none, right? Like, no one looks at you. No one looks at you like you have experience. And Tom coming in here, lightening the mood. Thanks, buddy. No, it's the key was for my brother. He did a very similar type of route. The key was just getting that first good client, right? The first guy that's like, you know what, we can do this. We'll do this together. You can help me do this. From there, dude, once the blueprint's in place, just copy and paste. Control X, Control Y. A man has managed. A man has managed to create a time machine. Now he will undergo a mission where the future of humanity hangs on. Now he'll undergo a mission that the future of humanity hangs on. To copy the entire library of Alexandria and bring it to the present. I've done it. Send it to us with just a second. All right, let me look. Zebra, you can see around forever. Oh man, I bet morning coffee. I'm just like picturing in my head, morning. I'm a tea guy, so morning tea. But either way, you walk out, morning tea, chill, sit there. That's nice, buddy. The value is in being able to autonomously make decisions in a real world scenario. That's what people pay for in a job. Yeah, man. And then the key is like, it's if you can make the client believe in that, dude, you're set. Major service psychologists create telling students what to do because it's just them being able to think for themselves. Oh yeah, man. School is just to keep you like inside their box. I think it's very useful for a lot of people. I do think it is useful if you have no idea what you want to do and you have no idea, about what you want to do for the future. Just go and be a cog, right? The world needs cogs in the machine. That's why it's a machine that has to have cogs. But if that's not for you, that should be more okay than it is, in my opinion. All right, let's see what we can do here. Any of you guys watch Moon Knight? That's where I got the name Stephen Grant. One of the two guys. One of the two personalities. Into the laboratory. Dude, Moon Knight. Oh my gosh. I'll be honest, that last episode fucked me up. Like, you just know that there's a bunch of kids that got like hit when they were people that got hit when they were kids, and they're just like, oh my gosh, that shit. Like, when I saw her grab the belt, I was like, I don't need to be remembering this right now. But this show's been great though. I agree with higher education. I love learning, but it's like robbing you a future of earnings and then giving you a subpart. Dude, agreed. I read so much on my own that going to school actually like slowed down what I wanted to learn about, because I had to do what they wanted me to do, and I was miserable. But yeah, Moon Knight is my jam. I think if I was going, because I'm giving a talk at the DC Comic Con. It's called Awesome Con in June. And I kind of want to just pay for a high quality Moon Knight costume, either that or Thrawn. Never seen Moon Knight, but I felt the belt deserves that. And I mean, at the end of the day, it's like sometimes kids are assholes, so it's just like, all right. But it was a very triggering scene. It was interesting. But that was the one. It was like very deep. They went like deep into like his memories in the show, but the rest of the show has been very action packed, very Egyptologist type stuff. So it's very cool. Stumbled into the laboratory. Gasping for air, he fell to his knees and found the concrete floor. His grasping hands came to his chest, then to his face as he reveled in his own. What's another word for solidity? Solidity. Firmness, maybe? He reveled in his own concreteness, no. Tangibility. Tangibility. Then the magnitude of what he had just done hit him. I saw the library of Alexandria, he said to himself. Oh, dude, did you see what was that one scene when neither Steven or Mark knew that the other person, you know what I mean? Like, I didn't kill all of Hera's men, and I didn't kill all of Hera's men. So like, dude, I've been waiting for the third guy to come out the whole time. I'm like, where is this guy? And so I'm really pumped for. I don't know if there's going to be like a big reveal in the final episode or what, but I'm like counting down until Wednesday morning. I'll probably watch it Wednesday morning because it's the finale. Right? It's just like, dude, there has to be another. And then also, Nachos, did you see the other sarcophagus that was like, he was like rattling around in there? I was like, that's the third guy. I thought for sure they were gonna show him, and then they didn't. And so I'm just sitting here like, and then instead they throw you through a loop in this like child abuse scene, and you're like, God damn it! Like, I thought this was gonna be cool and fun, and now it's just super deep. Like, okay, if this is what I have to deal with, let's just get to the cool stuff next. Well, Nachos, you're gonna have to write a little bit for your Marvel Entertainment app. This is the Marvel Hour, Parappa. You didn't hear? I didn't change the I didn't update my stream title. That was my fault. The Moon Knight water cooler. But no, Nachos, you're gonna have to write a little bit. It's like just different writing, right? It's gonna be copywriting. So you're gonna be writing, whatever you do for your website. You're gonna be writing emails. You're gonna be writing proposals. So they're still writing. So you could still say a writer. Just I aspire to be write articles or published or something like that. Prep, are you caught up? Did you see that super heavy last episode? Ooh, wasn't it? It was a fucking mind fuck, but it was good. I liked it. I know. Me and Nachos were just talking about the third personality we haven't seen yet. He's got to come in. Dude, watch him just come in and be like a super fucking bad, like even better than Mark Spector. He just comes in and just takes out kneecaps just because he feels like it. Exactly. Oh man, there was a tweet. It was a tweet or a TikTok, and it was pretty much showing Harrow, and it was something to the effect of like Harrow was saying something, one of his super crunchy lines of like, the world has to be in balance to be balanced, right? And then underneath of it, some guy was like, homie, you walk on glass at Thursday at 9 a.m. Shut the fuck up about balance. And I was like, I thought that was good. Oh, forgot your solar cell in the vehicle outside. All right, cool. We'll be here, Zebra. We'll be here. I like this sentence. Steven stood up and danced an awkward dance, the kind of dance a scientist who never dances might dance. That's why I like doing these writing prompts sometimes, because you can just say the weird, interesting sentences that like I never would put in a book. Always the fanatic talking about balance and reason. I know. Ain't that the truth? Let's see. Undergo a mission. He has to copy the entire library at Alexandria and bring it to the present. Hadn't found what he was looking for. It's Time Machine's inaugural trip. After his wife had died of cancer many years before, and searching for a cure led him to ancient Greek scrolls describing what the Egyptians cured what they called the blight. His wife died of cancer many years before, and Sir Mercury led him to ancient Greek scrolls describing how the Egyptians cured what they called the blight. His research had led him to believe the cure rested among the tomes in the library. Creating his time machine. And now he had proven that it worked. It proved. Yeah. Sheer size. He made sure he packed his camera. Ooh, Zebra putting a solar cell in my mind. We're gonna have our character bring a solar cell back to ancient Egypt with him so he can charge his phone and camera, and so he can take pictures of all of the books in the Library of Alexandria in search of the cure for cancer. His phone and batteries for each. Then the piece of gear that made his wild plan possible, his solar cell. I wonder what language they spoke back in ancient Egypt. Let's look this up. What language did they speak in the Library of Alexandria? Greek and Egypt. No, I'll just say Egyptian. It's wild that we know that, like, where the library was and like everything, but then it just completely disappeared. That shit boggles my mind. The sheer size of the ancient license. Make sure you pack his camera, his phone, and batteries for each. Extra. Then the PC made with okay, solar cell. Oh, whoops. And into the Library of Alexandria. What's everyone working on right now? You guys chilling at work? Writing projects? Just hanging out? Where's... Oh, true. Prepo, did you I see you survived your on call until 7 a.m. 7 more weeks before you have to worry about that again. Working on a Scrum cert. All right, nice. And what exactly is a Scrum cert, Nachos? Never heard of Scrum. They caught you in the last half hour? Oh, these sons of guns, man. I need to go down and talk to them. That's too much. Where'd you go to the library? Method of agile. Oh, project management stuff. Okay. Oh yeah, man, that'll be good. I'm sure there's shit like that that's like that people see, just like they're like, oh wow, you know, they see it way better than even a college degree. It reminds me of Google, how they have their Google classes that you can take and you get like a Google ad certification, or there's Google Ads and like a Google, I think it's like a Google My Business certification, but you can get them and and you can get hired at Google, and they look at it equal to a 4-year college degree, even though it's like a 10-month cert. They came out and said it like last year during the pandemic that their equivalents. I've been here the whole time, Steven said. You know, but there for IT is working. Yeah, exactly. My friend did it for the Google Ads stuff. I do a lot of Google Ads also in part of like what I do for digital marketing and stuff. So I'm very familiar with. So we talk Google Ads and stuff, but I just learned from doing it, and he got the cert. So many folding. Dude, I wrote solar panels into my story here, Zebra, because of you. Guys going back in time to ancient Egypt and he wants to bring modern tech, so he needs to charge them somehow. Bam, solar cells. Get a clay jar, some copper, and vinegar. Enjoy. Zebra, did you ever have to do that? For real? For real? Like the old, it's like what, the Baghdad battery? Did all kinds of things as a kid. Got Boy Scout troop leaders, one of the local rancher wives, made foxhole radios, batteries, all kinds of nifty little guys. Oh wow. I was a Boy Scout for like 12 years. I stopped pretty much when I was 18, but I just didn't get Eagle. One of the big regrets I have in my life. You have to keep our food warm and to keep us warm at night, finding water, making camp shelters, traps, getting basic field crafting. Oh man, so I bet going into the service was like second nature for you at that point. I was like, oh, you just gotta go do this more. Okay. So someone went to the service. The first place something basic was Korea in winter. Ooh, that's cold, man. My brother went to basic in Great Lakes it was like January to March, or the end of January through beginning of March. He said it was the coldest he's ever been. Oh fudge. Went to Fort McClellan in Alabama for basic at night. AIT was funny because we had a hurricane warning. Never experienced one of those either. After graduating, my first unit sent me to Camp Casey in Korea for the winter. Was not amused. Man, yeah, that's like you just jumped right in, man. They just threw you right into the wolves. Especially in a whole nother winter in a whole nother country. You're just sitting inside all the time. I was so behind today, but I caught up so fast. I was 2 p.m. and no one almost starting already. Fuck yeah, Nachos. I love to hear that. It looks good on you, buddy. You got anything else planned? You gonna go to the gym or anything? I'm 4 hours of sleep right now. Oh yeah, man. You gotta bump that up to 7. That's rough. Yeah, dude, go take a nap. Keep me on the background if you want. Just mute me. Did well. Went to Greeley in Alaska for winter survival school. Went to Fort Irwin for desert training, which ended up instructing my instructors. Well, yeah, after growing up and doing all that shit that you were talking about, eating rocks and stuff, man, you knew the desert stuff down pat. Winter survival. Man. 13 months in the mid 90s, bouncing between Casey and Red Cloud. 54B at that time in DC. I don't know what any of those mean, but I looked some of them up. Army stuff. Man, I'm cold just thinking about that, Zebra. I can't work out for now. All I can do is walk at you right now for now until I get to a lower weight. Okay. Dude, one of my friends, so Nachos, in a past life, I was a CrossFit coach for 7 years, a head coach at a gym. And one of my good friends, I first met him because he was a personal training client. And he walked in at 400 pounds, and we got him down to 220. And this is what, 3-4 years later now, and he's still lifting with me at the gym. We're still training together on the weekends. I still coach him but like as a friend. It's like, because I'm not a coach anymore by profession. I just have just help my friends out at the gym and with programs and stuff. But back to the point of all this. When we first started together, it was all about walking. I was like, Jason, you just gotta walk, man. Like, I was like 30 minutes a day or so. I'm trying to do it 5 days a week, and then just get in the habit. And so that habit slowly kind of built up, and then now he's killing it in the gym. So Nachos, I say all this to say, it sounds like you are definitely on the right path. Not all you can do is what you get to do. You get to walk and eat, and then you get to walk and then just eat well and kind of keep chugging right along. It's all about the mindset, buddy. Just be careful. My friend Jason, he rolled his ankle. Luckily, he was well into the routine of it. So when he rolled his ankle, we just kind of slowed down a little bit as opposed to stopped. But I'll be careful on the walks, because I can definitely see how rolled ankle could put a damper on the progress. Small personality, because there's something you don't really hear about. Dude, Parap, I hear that, man. I feel like there are so many military people that we just don't even realize, I think, or just appreciate. Discussion of chemical work is not really big in the public mind. Ain't that the truth? Nachos, if you are gonna go hop off and take a nap or whatever, just follow so you can see when I'm gonna be here. And so you can come hang out again if you need a co-working pal. I'm not gonna lie, I have my speaker turned up really loud. That kind of startled me, the sound. But cool, sounds good, man. Sounds good. I'm glad to have you. One of us. One of us. What did they say in Toy Story? Oh, it's like the claw. The whole thing. Yeah, Zebra Parappa. So Zebra was saying he was in the service for like over 2+ decades. He's been around. That's why I was like, I said that I made a joke about like the Zebra driving like the Flintstones car, because I don't know, just I was being an asshole. But I was like, shit, I hope he didn't get offended. I hope he's gonna come back. But that's why, because he's been around the block he was in there for 20 years. And the Army retired me after 20 years, 7 months. I was given awards for engineering. Oh, hell yeah, man. That's cool as shit. As always, Zebra, thank you for your service, buddy. It is much appreciated. Might finish up and then sleep a bit early because I'll stay up late if I take a nap. Yeah, Nachos, that's why I'm not, I try and stay away from naps. I just go to bed early. Like, some nights I'll go to bed like 7 or 8 well, not anymore because I'm streaming at those times, but I have no problem going to bed at like 8:30, 9 o'clock. So it's like, I was streaming until late at night and I wanted to support her by short. Oh, dude, you got to be a little more selfish, my friend. You just keep her on tabs or whatever. You gotta put your sleep first, cause sleep, dude. That's the 3 pillars. It's the sleep, the exercise, and the diet. I'll stop. I don't need to be lecturing. I apologize, but it's okay to get your sleep. Yeah, engineers turned writers, exactly. Well, dude, Parappa, Zebra still writes about like a lot of engineering type stuff. Like he writes his log books that he writes for the fan fiction are very much like hard sci-fi, like harder, like my sci-fi is kind of like dystopian type stuff and what could be, but his is a little bit more like what you would do if you had to survive on another planet. Very, very straightforward. Yeah, I've been trying to get more sleep. Yeah, it's good. More of a D7 desert driver who can cross over to levelers, graders, excavators. Dude, that shit's wild. Like the people that can, like, the heavy machinery. I always like think about that. I think about that a lot too. Is some of the heavy machinery, especially when you see some of the videos that come out of China, and you just see the like the scale. I think is the best way to put it. Just the scale with which they have like their heavy machinery. And I'm sure it's in the United States as well, but I think that since they're a foreign power, it gets a little bit more coverage what they're doing with technology. But it's almost like reminds me of, for example, the automated ports that have like there's machines, like huge cranes that will take the shipping containers off of the barges and then like kind of stack them, and then they have an algorithm for when they're going to get picked up by the trucks and optimizing the downtime. Like that, it's like all of that is just the logistics. I'm a big logistics guy. Perhaps you know this. Big logistics. Zebra, that's a very good point, buddy. That's a very good point. Nachos, what is your friend stream? Is she video gamer? Is she just chatting? Kind of co-working chill vibes like this? I kind of consider myself like a chill just chatting co-working stream. I play video games later. So like usually like half will be this, what you see now, kind of this experience, and then half is me playing like either like Halo or Destiny or COD or something like that. Oh, just chatting philosophy. Nice. Well, I do love philosophy. Maybe I'll have to go check her out. If you have her link on hand, you could drop it in chat, and then if anyone's interested in a just chatting philosophy stream from Nacho's friend, we can stop by. Amusingly enough, tomorrow's edition will have a bit of philosophy in it. Oh wow, just in time. What Carl Jung called it synchronicity. It's like where the seemingly related things occur, but neither of them is not causal. Two and a half hours. We're almost there, man. Are you ahead, Zebra? Do you have I figure you have this day's already done. But are you do you have like tomorrow's and stuff done too? She's reading from G.K. Chesterson's book Orthodoxy. It was going way over my head. I don't know if I was just dumb or he's just really bad at communicating. Oh. Dude, that sounds heavy. I mean, it says here, I saw it also, it's like he wrote it in 1908. So like that shit's old as hell. Yeah. I feel you. But like I said, it's just old as fuck, man. Like I can't understand what like I think if I went back okay, speaking of like I'm writing about a time machine now, going back to the Library of Alexandria on this. But if I had to go back and listen to someone talking from 1908, I would just be like my mouth would be open and I'd be drooling a little bit because I'd be like, what are you saying? It's like it doesn't even I probably wouldn't even register. Took yesterday out for weather. She's working on the day right now. Oh, okay. That's what's up, man. Get the colors all ready, get it edited, get the Grammarly going. I love it. Oh, that's a good point, Parappa. Like they write it for other academics, and so it's really not for. It's not for normies. It's like, yo, we don't care what y'all think. True, true. I read like a couple books about like um kind of bringing together a bunch of philosophers in like one place. I guess it'd be like an anthology, but it just nothing sticks, man. I just don't right out. Like philosophy isn't able to be communicated. It's too abstract. Could have the most valuable information, but completely uses digital communication. I was hear about how people are like, "Well, you just don't understand." Ain't that the truth, man? Ain't that the truth, Nacho? You're not elevated enough to get this. It's like, all right, man. Well, I am gonna hang out down here on the low road. Like some Kant stuff. See, I can't even tell. Like, I can name like I could name like Kant. I can name Schopenhauer, Wittgenstein. Um, like I could name a good bit. I mean, I could probably think of more, right? But it's like I literally cannot remember what they expounded or what they talked about. Like the only reason I know about Schopenhauer is because no, and like, not even I don't know I literally don't even know what he said. But the only reason I have it in my head like regularly is because of Wedding Crashers. Because Vince Vaughn's character was talking about how like Schopenhauer is using it to pick up some chick, and like that's why I remember Schopenhauer. Like not because I know what the fuck he said. You remember what I'm talking about though? He's like, your hand is my hand. He's like, and your lips are my lips, and then she just like pounces on him on the beach before she tells him she's a virgin. What a classic movie. I don't know if I get in the way of things. I'm okay with saying I'm not able to articulate certain concepts. What I won't do is agree with that when it's not me, but the person's ability to communicate effectively. Oh yeah, I can definitely see that, dude. Especially because they speak in like it's like specifically not written in plain English. It's just gatekeeping with academia. Some more gatekeeping, great. Just what the world needs. Okay, time to wrap up this story. Metaphorically, of course, of course. Don't need no one's permission. Tomorrow's ready. The next day is complete and ready to be colored once tomorrow's out. Dang, man, you're a machine, Zebra. Yeah, it's just gatekeeping. Yeah, exactly, gatekeeping for sure. I looked at philosophers and he said that Academy is plagued with ego and pride. He's really cool. He would let me sit in his classroom for free. LOL, he's my friend's professor. Oh damn, that's what's up, Nachos. That's cool as shit. What school is this at? I'm not gonna like rat on him or anything. I'm just curious. Oh, community college in California. Okay. Well, that was nice of him. Need to figure out my delivery and adding media to the story. The song went with the spirit of the work, but not as well accepted as hoped for. Missed something, just have to discover it. Oh, dude, I actually really feel that concept. Like, especially like making all of the like the TikToks and the they kind of everything I do, you know, creating in service of trying to get my word out about my books. It's like some things just completely whiff and I'm like, oh man, I missed the mark on that one. But you know, we're just trying. We'll figure it out. You just try something else and then you get it, and then when it works you'll be like, fuck yeah. It'll be even sweeter because you know how hard it was to figure it out. Amen, dude. Discovery is that's like the fun. That's like the fun, like the fun of it. If it, like honestly, if everything works right the first time, it would nothing would ever be like, it wouldn't feel worth it, if that makes sense. What's your guys' opinion on copyright from a creative standpoint? What do you mean? Like taking advantage of expired copyright, or like how long I own the copyright to my books, or what? On copyright laws? Great artists steal. Yeah, the best ones fucking steal. That's the fucking thought of it. Nah, I mean it's like it's just you. Copyright's pretty ironclad in the United States. Like you have, as long as you can prove that you created the work, you have it for like 75 years, I think, or 50 years or whatever. I mean it's pretty lengthy. So I think they're fine. I don't see anything wrong with them. But on the flip side too, I also don't care if people pirate my books. I'm just like, dude, it's the internet. That shit's gonna happen anyways. Yeah, I'm not myself. I feel like that. It's like kind of like I'd love for everyone, like to pay for my books and this, that, and the other. But what am I gonna like? What am I gonna do to stop a digital book, right? Like, how am I gonna stop that? I can cry all I want, but it just doesn't do anything. So. I think it was the death of creativity. A large part of creativity is inspiration and referencing to each other's works, but like everyone wants such stupid amounts of money for licenses to use works. Oh, in that regard, yes. Like I literally can't write a character from like Star Wars or nothing from Marvel because it's all going. It gets sued to oblivion. Zebra, that's nice. That's a good method. I like that. Yeah, dude. Disney and the public are doing it. I do agree with that, Prappa. Yeah, just at least even like doing your part to pay the creators for the work that they did. That's good, Zebra. I mean, it makes sense. It definitely makes sense. I wonder what would happen if they removed copyright altogether. Ooh, that's a good question. I mean, I really think there'd be a lot of copycats, and there would be a lot if they would remove copyright altogether. There'd be a lot of, God, I mean, there'd be a lot of pirated music. There'd be a lot of fan fiction. The music, like the fan fiction and the movies, I feel like there's like a big enough hurdle where you can't just. I mean, I guess in theory, someone could pass it off on their own, right? Like in theory, without copyright, someone could take my book, snap a new cover on it, and then repost it. In theory, someone could take a movie, put a new cover on it, say they did it, and then whatever. But the biggest thing I think would happen would be music, because you could just change the title or the artist and then release it again. And especially with something like TikTok, right? Like you could get something viral. Like if you found something you like, get it viral on TikTok, you don't even have to make it. You could just say it's yours. And then because you were the one that generated all the traffic, you get all the money, even though you didn't make it at all. And then plus, like nachos, I do like 3 TikToks a day. That's why I always think about TikTok. Let me see how my TikToks are doing. I had some. I never thought I'd let like negative comments bother me, but like there was one that really got under my skin this weekend, and I was just like, man, that shit sucks. You can pay a person for fan fiction akin to Patreon or similar, but you are paying them for their work, not for their product, which would be a violation. That's true. The fandom would change radically with no official canon. Agreed. There'd be no Star Wars. What the fuck is it called? The pre-2014, not Legacy. Legends, I think. Zebra, that's a good point too, though. Like, like you're not paying for the product per se, right? There are no agencies that auto copyright. Dude, nachos. I like my company literally got that last like 2 weeks ago. We had to pay $1,500 because listen to this shit. Someone uploaded a picture to a free use website that wasn't supposed to be uploaded. We used it, but since it wasn't supposed to be uploaded in the first place, we had to pay because it was on our website. Like that shit was ridiculous. So in that regard, I do think that you might be onto something in that. Zebra, I think you might have just written another meme, buddy. I write for the fun of the story and hope it inspires others to develop their own and explore their boundaries. Is that meme worthy? Did we just hit one? As consumers are saints. Of course, of course. Consumers can do no wrong. Capitalism, baby. That needs to change so much. Companies shouldn't be able to sue public platforms. They should sue the entities that upload them to the Amen, man. That's exactly the thing. It was like, why do we have to pay for this? It happened on Twitch? Really? I did not know that. Lost 3 years worth of content. The cost. Ooh, that sucks. That's brutal, dude. Yeah, exactly. These people are there. I mean, you can say that they're the fair use argument. It's like they're definitely benefiting, but it's like it's not monetary, right? It's like just like this kind of like unmeasurable asset. But I can definitely see what you mean. But dude, that sucks that they. I didn't know that. I just always assumed they had this was the copyright stuff on Twitch. Like this is what it was. I didn't know that they had changed it or they made it. They had tightened it. Meme made and posted. That's what's up. I thought we might have found one there. You get monitored in real time. Like if you were to put a copyright song right now, there's a big chance your stream will be stopped automatically. Really, Nachos? I did not know that. Because I see that they have like copyright strikes on the far right. And I mean I've been very careful because I keep seeing that copyright strikes and I don't want a copyright strike. But I didn't know that it would be the stream would be stopped automatically because of that. I thought about streaming up like a Premier League match, but shit, now I'm not going to. Do a kickflip. Dude, I wish I could, Hustler. Let me get out my N64. I'm gonna get Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2, the blue cartridge. I'll blow in it to make sure it works. Slam it, load in, and then we're good to go. If you actually live events, you have to film yourself and keep the filtered out. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Do a kickflip. That's what I'm laughing. I like that. I like that. That's a good way to announce that you're here. Do something crazy. Do something crazy. Oh, like the noise and the content. Dude, can you imagine, right? Like how many like okay, this dude just came in, he was like, do a kickflip, right? I'd love to do a kickflip if I could, Hunter or Hustler. I 100% would. But like in terms of like, what if you were like a female streamer? Just like someone walks in, and is like, take your shirt off, show us your titties. Like there's like this stupid, like I imagine they get so much ridiculous shit that's just like I think it's kind of funny. Like okay, it's like hella sexist, but like if someone said that shit to me, I'd be like, all right, whatever, man. But like it's just like all the time, all the time. Why do I hear Insane Clown Posse Zombie Slide in the background reading this? Dude, just a couple of juggalos hanging out. Yeah, I'm editing right now. We're about to almost done. I'm gonna put this on put this up soon. Oh, there it is. Let's show my editing screen. Well, they didn't need to delete that. I don't want to delete that. Hustler, are you a writer? Are you chilling for co-working? What brings you around today, my friend? Sometimes Grammarly will tell me to like delete something that just makes no sense. All right. Let's go put this guy back. And we are going to go ahead and throw this onto Reddit. Cool. All right. So Another writing post done. We'll be back tomorrow to see how it looks. I'm gonna take a quick 5-minute break or so. I gotta run to the bathroom, get some water, feed my dog, and then I will be back. I think we're playing Halo today. Back to Halo. It's been a while. Prappa, hope to see you there. But yeah, I'll be back, guys. Give me like 5 minutes. BRB.